Alrighty. This question is asking us to find the end behavior of the graph of f. Now, what's f? Do we see a graph? No. But we are given a function of f. F is negative 3x to the fourth plus 2x squared plus 12x minus 10. Long function. But we want to know it as x becomes more and more negative. And so we can see here in both of these, they're saying as x approaches or gets closer and closer to negative infinity. So we're looking all the way to the left. We want to think about what happens there. Well, as things become more and more negative or positive, we talked about today how end behavior only cares about whatever has the leading or the highest exponent. We don't really care about what's happening over here, and so we can kind of honestly just forget about it. Okay, cool. We don't really care about it. Now we just want to look at this function right here.
Okay.
Negative 3x to the fourth. Well, what's going to happen as x becomes more and more negative? Well, as x becomes more and more negative, anything negative to the power of 4, we can write this out over here. We can think of, negative 3 times something negative. I'm just going to put a fake number, negative 10 to the power of 4. Well, that negative number, because it's to the power of 4, is going to become positive. So it's going to be negative 3 times some positive number. Well, what happens to a positive times a negative? Well, negative times positive is negative. And so we see that as our x becomes more and more negative, our function also becomes more and more negative. And so that means that if we were looking at our function, we don't really know what it does in this middle region, right? But we know that as it gets more and more on the negative side, it's going to drop more and more down. So as x approaches negative infinity, f of x also approaches negative infinity. So our answer will be option 2. This is a little bit tricky the first couple times you think about it, but you just want to always think, what's going to happen if I put in a negative number here? Well, here, in this case, that negative became a positive. And then what's going to happen next? It multiplies by the negative. It becomes negative. So the whole thing will just become more and more and more negative as time goes on.